Issues and Insights, the show that keeps you up to date on all the great things taking place in our community. I'm your host, Kendra Scott, and I'm so thrilled you could tune in today. We have a great show in store, talking with one of our favorite people and one of our community's hardest working women in leadership. Vine Grove's own mayor, Pam Ogden. She stays so busy. It's a lot running a small town and being a part of Connected in this community, so we're thrilled she could take time out of her schedule to talk with us a little bit about what's happening in the little hamlet of Vine Grove, and there is a lot and lots of great events to get on your calendar. So stay tuned, grab a pen and paper, because you're going to want to write all this down and make sure to make your plans to visit Vine Grove. So welcome, Mayor. We're so glad to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule.
Of course.
It is a full-time job.
It is.
Being the mayor of the wonderful community of Vine Grove, and there is a lot going on. A lot.
We try to keep busy.
That's good. Well, you do.
Yeah.
You succeed. And it's hard to know where to begin because you've had a busy winter. We've had a very full spring with obviously flood damage and bad weather and all that stuff. But then on the flip side, the good stuff of when the weather clears and things are great, people get active and busy. And so you've got your festivals and events and all kinds of great activities. So let's talk about some of the great things that have been taking place in your city.
Okay. Well, first off, probably First Friday would probably be the thing that comes to mind first. And we were supposed to have one last Friday, and it did not work out, June 6th. We had storms, of course, so we have rescheduled that one to August 1st.
Awesome.
And then we have our Independence Day celebration, which are fireworks, and we'll have our first Friday before that. We're going to have, trying to get a band, we're going to have a DJ for sure, but we'll have vendors there, we'll have food trucks. Just bring your chair, hang out, and then as soon as it gets dark, we will do our fireworks that night.
Yeah, and it's a big show.
It is. It's a big show. I love having a big show for fireworks.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, I just love the fireworks. I don't really do fireworks except for that one day, so I want it to be a big show.
Big splash. And it is elbow to elbow. If people have not been there, the streets are full. Downtown is packed.
It is.
And everyone participates. The food vendors, the boutiques, the stores. It is awesome. And then everyone does line up your chairs, and we watch the big fireworks display. And I love that, again, our community, that shows your relationship with the mayors of Radcliffe and E-Town and West Point and all the cities. Everybody has their night, so not everyone's doing fireworks on the same night. So you really can get a lot of shows.
True, and that was the thing. Everybody was like, "Why we need it?" So July 4th was the day our first Friday would have hit on, because it's the first Friday of July. But that's my staff's off.
Oh, true.
And E-Town always does their fireworks on 4th of July. So
Founders
I don't
Day.
want to compete with those guys. So, you know, we like each other. We're really good friends. So we just try to spread it out. So we just went to the 11th. I figured, you know, people are going to have so many options right around July 4th that we'll just spread it out, and you can celebrate a little longer.
Yes,
and come July 11th. And it worked out well for like different vendors and stuff for them to come.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. that way
You
folks
just want to
can
spread
choose.
everybody so thin. So it worked out really well.
Very
So those are so we have July 11th is our Independence Day celebration. That's my big one. And then August 1st will be our makeup from last week. And then we have a new event this year that I'm pretty excited about.
I am too.
It's a Mimosa Festival, and it's July 26th. That's a Saturday from 4 to 8.
That's awesome.
And this is a new event for us, so we're trying to do some different stuff. I'm trying to have an artsy feel about it with our vendors and some different people that are coming.
Okay.
We've got a band that's going to be there. They're supposed to be amazing.
Okay.
So we have a lot of people coming. We've already had, you can go to Eventbrite, and for your tickets, all you got to do is put Mimosa Festival, Vine Grove, Kentucky, and it pops up because I did it myself. If I can do it, everybody else can do it. So, and buy your ticket, you know, and then you'll get 3 different types. You get a mimosa glass with your purchase. You'll get a ticket for 3 different types of mimosa that you can try.
Wow.
So it's a cool night. Come out, hang out. It's 4 to 8.
Nice.
You
Will
know,
it be at Optimus Park?
It's at Optimus Park. All of our events kind of are at Optimus Park.
Gotcha.
now.
Okay.
Come out, hang out, and you know you can stay longer. You can come earlier. You can do whatever you want. It's probably going to be warm.
So a nice, cool, refreshing mimosa will taste really good.
And I'm going to try to have cover for everybody because I don't want anybody getting sick because it's so warm. But yeah, we also have our playground and our splash pad there. So if you get too hot, you can go get in the splash pad.
There you go. Cool
I mean,
off.
it's not just for kids. You can get it at 2.
That's true. I get it. I get it.
yeah.
Yes, that's a great idea. How did that come about? I've never heard of
So
a mimosa
I
festival.
had a citizen actually reach out to me. His name's Mike, and he reached out to me, and he was like, "Hey, you want help? Can we do this? And I was like, I have been trying to think of something, because you all have the Wine Fest, just something different. It worked out perfect. He's amazing. And he's a citizen in Vine Grove, and he loves our city like we do, and he has been a great help.
That's a great idea. Well, and not everyone, I know we're the bourbon capital of the world, but not everyone drinks bourbon or wants to do, and we cannot compete with a bourbon festival.
No,
and you're right, there's wine festivals, there's craft beer festivals, there's all those things. So for us girly girls that love a nice mimosa.
Hey, I've had a lot of guys say they were coming. So,
I bet,
I mean, you know, who doesn't love a mimosa? So, and I wanted to do it in the morning, but I got kind of outvoted. They were like, it's like mimosas for the morning. And it'd be cooler.
It's a brunch drink, but
I
at night
know.
it'll be nice.
I got outvoted, so it's 4 to 8. You know,
that'll be nice. You can have that chill in the late afternoon, and you know, watch the sun go down or whatever. And I love the idea you said of making it more kind of more artsy.
Artsy, yeah. We're trying to do artsy, the feel of that. So we're working on it. We're trying to get the vendors together still. We have a little over a month, so July 26th. So like I said, join us, have fun. Come out and check out Vine Grove. If you don't live in Vine Grove, check us out. I think you'd have a good time. And we're a very safe environment, very safe area. I think Hardin County is very fortunate when it comes to that. You don't have to be worried when you go to an event.
Right, yes, you don't. There will not, I mean, security there is obviously in case of an emergency, but we are, everybody, it's great because everyone knows everyone. It's a family-friendly atmosphere. If you don't know everybody, you're going to by the end of the night because you've bonded watching a show or enjoying a concert or whatever. So you're right. And y'all are home to so many festivals and events. People know your reputation for hosting high-quality events that are fun and enjoyable and safe. So
that's why I've changed them over the years, because if they don't work, I don't do them.
Right,
If
makes
people
sense.
don't like them, why continue it?
Exactly.
So, you know, I love to get the feel from people, and these first Fridays have been a huge, huge success.
Yes.
And like, we have a lot of military that come to our festivals and stuff, and if you don't know anybody here, come, because you'll probably get talked to by me before the night's over with.
For sure.
I mean, you know, I just like going around. I mean, I'm military, I know it. And when you go to an event, you don't know anybody, it's kind of uncomfortable. So we try to be welcoming and friendly to people. So come on out. If you are new to the area, you know, come visit us. We would love to have you.
Yes. And how much are tickets for the Mimosa Fest?
They're $20.
Oh, so affordable.
It is very affordable. So, like I said, go on Eventbrite and just put in Mimosa Festival in Vine Grove, Kentucky. Make sure you spell mimosa right. Because I did that. And it'll pop right up. You can just buy your ticket. I think we're going to have tickets at the gate, too. But I really like for people to go on Eventbrite so we can see what we're going to expect.
Right, you want to know the numbers.
Yes,
and what a great way to engage people, because that sounds like it could be a fun girls' night.
Yes.
It can be a date night.
Yes.
It can just be
whatever you want it to be.
I love it. So thank you for bringing something new and exciting. So if sponsors are interested, sponsors or vendors, can they just contact City Hall? What's the best way?
They can contact City Hall. I'd love to have sponsors. We've been reaching out to some people about that.
Okay.
We'd love to have sponsors. You know, the more sponsors we have, the bigger the event we can have.
Exactly.
Yes.
You're bringing those big names. Good deal. Okay, so that's just one fabulous event.
Yes.
Well, two actually, because you said First Friday and now that. So you also have so many other things going on in Vine Grove.
So the next thing we have going on, and I'm trying to keep it in order so that we don't, is Food Truck Friday.
Yes.
It was Food Truck Thursday, but then we had so many people, you can only do so many Food Truck Thursdays. So I moved it to Friday. It's been a huge success. I don't cook on Friday. Well, I don't cook pretty much any day. But most people who have kids, I mean, I've had kids and been married, so I know Friday is a kind of a day
by the end
you
of
don't
the
want to
week.
cook.
Right.
So come to Vine Grove. I swear, the last Food Truck Friday we had 18 trucks there.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
I know.
And for people like me that are indecisive, that is so hard. They're all so good.
Unless you're like me and I bought a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Same,
and I mean,
I do.
I probably spent $50 on food
Yes,
and went home and ate it for 3 days.
Same.
But I mean, what do you choose? They're all amazing.
They're all so good. So I do.
know.
I have to get a little German potato salad
Yes.
here, and then I have a hot dog over there, and then, I might want some nachos on my way home, and gotta have dessert. So I get it.
Yeah.
I totally get it. What a great turnout, though. And it's nice to have it on the northern end of town.
Yes.
For folks that do live in the northern part of the county.
Right.
It's right there in their back door.
Yes.
So that's awesome.
And they come in and they set up, and it's 5 to 8. And if you watch our Facebook page, I recommend, and I know not everybody has Facebook, but if you watch our Facebook page, or if you just go in there to look at our page, I'll update. I update like the week of what's happening, the first Fridays, the Mimosa Festival, and then the Food Truck Friday. normally the day of, I try to list who's coming.
Oh, thank you.
But I do it the day of
that gives me
because
time to start thinking, what do you want?
Yeah, and if you'll watch, I'll update it, and then as I get the information, I'll update who's coming. You know, we don't always have 18. We've had 12. We've had 14.
Yeah.
We've had 10. It depends on the weather.
That's still a lot.
If it's blazing hot,
Right.
you know, you might not get as many. But I get my food. Well, I try to get my food and go home. But a lot of times I sit there and chat because that's what I do.
And I see people doing that,
Yeah.
which is so nice. Because
Yeah.
again, sometimes
They
you're just coming through with your kids, your family. You're
Yep.
on your way to the baseball game or
Yep.
the soccer field or whatever, and that's the perfect stop. Let's stop. Let's have a quick
Yep.
meal. It's enjoyable. See people you know. Eat in the park. It's so
They do.
nice. And
They
then you
do.
go about your business. So, and it is. It's social and it's fun. And
Right.
we don't always want to just go home and, eat by ourselves or whatever. So
Yes.
it's a great environment for it.
And it's in August this year, so I've changed the dates a little around. And then our next event that we have, so Food Truck Friday in August, and then we'll have the very first Friday will be our first Friday.
Yes.
And then we do our Veterans Day parade,
Best
and
parade
that is the
ever.
first Saturday. I think it's. I think I'm going to lie in this date, but I think it's November 8th.
Okay.
I am not positive, but I
We'll
think it's
double check the
November 8th.
calendars, yes.
Watch our page. I
Yes.
think it's the first Saturday.
It's always the Saturday prior to Veterans Day.
Exactly.
So wherever that lands.
Correct. I think Veterans Day is at 11, so I think it's
Yes.
the 8th. And we'll have our parade, and we'll have a veterans celebration. We give away free food. Our veterans are there. We do our ceremony, which makes me cry almost every time I watch it.
know.
It's just an amazing day to honor our
is.
veterans. To me, that is the most important people we have around here is our veterans.
You're right.
My dad's a veteran. My son's a veteran. I know so many veterans.
Yeah.
My entire city is made up of veterans.
You're right.
And we love them around here, and I want to
do.
celebrate them. That's my favorite. That's the only parade we do all year.
Well, and that is the only Veterans Day parade in all of Hardin County. So
Yeah.
that makes you so special and unique. And it is the best. It's heartwarming every
It is.
single year. Every year.
It is.
Same. Military family. I'm married to a veteran. My son's currently serving. We're all connected. This community is nothing but veterans. So when you see them out there, I mean, you just can't help but feel that sense of pride.
Yes, and they love it. They come out.
Don't they? I know
They're
so
so
cute.
excited. We normally have like a van full of veterans from the veterans home
Yes.
in Radcliffe.
And
so
they just wave.
yeah, they
Oh,
wave,
they're
and then
so
we have
cute.
veterans on motorcycles, and we have the JROTC, and we just have a lot going on
It's
that
a
day. It's such an
great-
amazing day.
Yes.
It's my favorite day of the year. It's just it's a wonderful day. You just go, you celebrate. The only parade. And we just celebrate the veterans.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about.
And it's in our park. We start at around Blossom and Heirlooms,
Uh-huh.
St. Bridget area, and then we end up at the park, and the celebration is at Optimus Park. So you put that on your calendar. Make sure you try to come out.
Yes,
Like
don't
I
miss
said,
it.
it's my favorite.
Do not miss it.
Then we go into Christmas, and we have a lot of events for Christmas.
Yes.
We raise money because last year we helped 60 children have a Christmas.
That's phenomenal.
And we go shop with them.
Yes.
And it's the first Friday in December that we have our auction, and we have free chili, and our American Legion and our fire department, they put that together, and we give free chili and hot dogs and dessert.
Oh, yeah.
Just a lot. And then we have our auction, and we have so many people that come to that, and it's so amazing. And every year, depending on how much money we raise, that's how much money we can get back.
Yeah, and people are so generous.
Because that
Oh,
money
my
doesn't go
goodness.
anywhere but to the kids.
To those kids.
And if you've never been shopping with kids for Christmas, there's so many sad stories.
Yeah.
Grandmas having kids. I mean, parents single just can't afford,
Right.
to spend $500 per child on Christmas.
Exactly.
And that's where we come in. And then we give them food.
Oh, that's
We give them a food voucher so that they make sure that the mom and the dad can go, or just the mom, dad, whatever it is, can go and buy food so they can have a Christmas dinner
Have a
that day.
Christmas dinner.
Because not everybody has family.
This is true, especially folks that live in our community. They might be here with the military or
Right.
whatever situation, and their family is somewhere else. So you're
Correct.
right. So you make sure that they have a wonderful Christmas, and that every child gets a Christmas, because that's
Yes.
what it's truly about.
It is.
And I know you give them those basics, coat and shoes and those things,
Yes.
but a toy and just some warmth, and letting them know that somebody cares, their community cares about them. Not every community
Yeah.
does this.
It's
Hello,
really
people.
cool because
Yeah.
our police come, our fire comes, we're there, And I get to interact with the kids. Our police get to interact with them. They walk around and talk to them. And you know, the sad thing is, everybody loves a firefighter.
Oh,
Not
my
everybody
goodness, yes.
loves police officers.
Yes.
So the police officers get to interact with these kids when they're young.
Right.
And that's what you want. Because when they grow up, you want them to know that those guys are their friends.
That's
you
right.
know, if they need something, they can go to them.
Build that relationship.
And, you know, yes. And I'm big about growing the relationship with our police officers. We have some amazing police
Oh,
officers.
you do. I know.
We do.
They're
We
the
have
best.
some young ones. We also have
Yeah.
young ones. So I would think that would connect more with the younger
Yes.
kids. So, and our chief is an amazing guy. He's
Yes.
just super friendly. Our lieutenant's amazing. They're just all amazing.
They're all
so
great.
I want everybody else to know how amazing they are. So come to the event. Contact City Hall or just show up at Walmart. We'll put the information out. You
There
can
you
come
go.
help us shop.
Oh, great idea.
Yeah.
I love to shop, so count me in.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. Especially
Yes,
when I'm
yes.
not paying for it.
Exactly.
So it's
I can
good.
totally
Yeah.
spend somebody else's money. That's awesome. So,
Exactly.
And of course, we can never ever overlook and forget the biggest little bluegrass festival in the world. Is that what it's
Bluegrass
called?
Festival,
Yes, Bluegrass
yes,
Festival.
yes,
That is
yes.
huge.
Third
every
weekend
year.
in
Yeah.
September.
Yes, and people come from all
They do.
around the world for the festival.
Yes. Last year was a nightmare. It rained the entire weekend.
It did, I
And the way this
remember.
year is going,
I
I
know.
am just praying every day.
Yes.
It's the third weekend in September. Excuse me. They have, if you go to the Bluegrass Festival page on Facebook, you'll see the lineup.
Oh, awesome.
I think they have a free night.
Oh, even
We're
better.
partners with them. I don't run the festival, so I'm not really sure. I think there is a free night. I think it might be Thursday night, but don't quote me.
Yeah.
Check out the Bluegrass Festival page. They probably have a website, and then I know they have it on Facebook. But I think there is a free night.
Okay.
And then Friday and Saturday are the big nights you have to pay
Right.
for. But
And
that's
it's
at our
huge.
park. It's at Optimus Park. If it doesn't pour rain like it did,
Exactly.
It was a monsoon last year.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just we had to move it to Central Arden. So
We're not claiming it. It's
No.
not going to rain this year at
No.
all. Mother Nature's going to be very, very
No.
kind because it brings thousands of people
It
here. That
does.
tourism impact is huge. So
there's so many disappointing people because
I
they come and
bet.
they RV, they stay in
Yes.
our campsites.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it was just so bad. We had to move them out last year.
Yeah.
So
Mother Nature was very
it was
kind.
it was a sad year last year. We're gonna make up for it this
We're
year.
going to make up for it. It's going to
Yep.
be great. It's
Yep.
going to be great. So, and in that vein, because that's all the fun stuff, but of course we know the city is a lot about business and
Yes.
taking care of people and infrastructure. And that
Yes.
has kind of been one of the pillars of your
Yes,
term. And
it
thank you
has.
for it because that's the stuff that sometimes people, it's not glamorous. It's not the things people like to talk about, but it has to happen. You cannot have a city and have events without great, sound, solid infrastructure.
Correct.
So talk about the recent groundbreaking for the new wastewater treatment plant. That's fantastic news. And I know it
Yeah.
wasn't just an overnight thing. It's been in the works for a while.
It's been in the works pretty much since I've been in office,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm in year 7, so I can tell you how long something like that takes. It takes a while. The wastewater treatment plant is a huge, we have to have it in the city because if
Mm-hmm.
we don't, and there's a certain point that the state mandates you have to have growth.
Okay.
And we weren't there, but we
Mm-hmm.
were getting close to the rate that we're growing. And we were doing the same system from 1950. It
Oh,
just
wow.
wasn't working, yes. So we're changing our system, how we handle everything. We have some amazing guys that work
Mm-hmm.
down there. They've kept us running this long. We're going to make their life a whole lot easier.
I bet.
We actually didn't have backup generators on a lot of the systems that we had. It's
wow.
been kind of scary.
Yeah.
So we're updating all that. Everything will continue running. If the electric goes out, we're good. And our wastewater treatment plant is almost a $7 million
Wow.
investment. Yeah,
That's
we had a
huge.
groundbreaking. It's supposed to be done by the end of the year
Okay.
of 2025, but
Okay.
I'm guessing it's going to go in 2026.
Yeah.
Nothing ever gets done on time.
True.
And this is huge.
Right.
So, you know, I'm excited about that because I don't want to stop growth, and I don't think anybody else does, and we want to make sure that we have the best system for our citizens. So that's been huge. As everybody knows, we are constantly remodeling on our city hall.
Yes.
Can't afford to build, so we're making it as nice as we can.
It is, and it's super
It's beautiful.
nice. Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's rented every weekend.
Oh, I
Our
know.
community
Great.
room, yes. We have that and 2 more rooms now
Okay.
that we included. And, you know, we just have everything going on there. We're working on a new farmer's market.
Yay.
People weren't loving my farmer's market, thoughts. So it's there now, and it's in front of City Hall, but we're
Yes.
working on, the council and I are working on some different stuff. We're trying to get grants to move the farmer's market to a different spot.
Oh, great.
So
Okay.
it'll be
So
a
permanent
win-win
location.
for everybody. We're trying to get them, they want the visibility. We got to have something safe for them and something that people think is pretty and love.
Yes,
So I'm working on that. I listen. I'm not always perfect on my decisions.
Well, sure, everyone
You
works
know,
together.
I listen to other people when they don't like it. I mean, I'm not going to ignore you. I'm going to do the best I can to make sure that everybody's happy in our city. That is a very hard task, though.
True, you cannot please everybody
yeah.
all the time, but you try
Right.
so hard, and
Yes.
you do. You are such an accessible mayor. I mean,
Yes.
everyone in town has your cell phone number.
And that's fine. They call me,
And people
I
do.
listen.
People call you. I know they stop you in the grocery
Yes,
store,
yes.
wherever you might be, because you do. You take the time to stop
Yeah.
and listen and adjust and
I'm okay with that.
and try to do what works best for your city.
Yeah.
In tandem with a city council that works
Yes.
hard, all your departments. I
Yes.
mean, the city is looking great. The
Yeah.
sidewalks, I know that's
Yes,
a big
that's
thing.
a huge thing.
That's huge.
We have an accessibility grant that is going on Knox Avenue. That's in the works. We haven't quite got it finished yet, but that's going to have crosswalks.
Oh,
and
nice.
It's going to have you'll be able to walk straight to our park from some of the areas around there, which is not how it is now. And you know, that's such a small thing, but it's so expensive and it's so hard to do. But grants help us.
Yes.
I mean, we're working on different places, working on different areas. You know, whatever we can get done, I'm getting done.
Yes. Without burdening the local citizens. And that's the big
Exactly.
part, because it does. It's very costly to make upgrades, to do all the
Yes.
things, but you
Right.
want to do it without putting it on the backs of
Yes.
the taxpayers.
So a thing I figured out the other day was, in my 7 years that I've been in office, we've spent about $1.2 million on resurfacing roads in Vine Grove. And I'm very thankful to Andy Brashear. We got a grant from the state. It was almost $350, right
Oh,
around there.
fantastic.
So, and that
a
was a
third of
few
it.
years back. So that added to our yearly expense of redoing roads. And I think we've gotten a lot of the worst ones, but we keep having winters like we had. They just keep eating our roads up.
Exactly.
And I mean, we have a list of them, and we go through, and we've spent a lot of money on roads.
Oh,
And I get a lot of people have complained you don't want to lose the bottom end of your car in a pothole.
Right.
Or the road's just deteriorating. You know, I listen, and we do have a system, and our engineers on top of it. So we've spent $1.2 million on roads. That's pretty exciting for me.
That is. For a small town
That's a
with
lot.
a small budget, that is
Yes.
a lot
Yes.
of money.
It's a
Most
lot of
people
money.
don't have $1 million just sitting around. And like
Yeah.
you said, that becomes a priority.
Right.
You have to have good roads to get people in and out of your town,
Yes.
and to not ruin their vehicles and even the safety of people. So
Yes.
the money just has to be spent, but it just doesn't,
It's
come
where
out
you
of the
find
sky.
it from.
Right. Where do you
It's
get
hard
it?
to find it.
Yeah.
But we've council and I have made sure that we put that money aside every year. And we've spent $200,000 the last 2 years. This budget, we just approved $200,000. Last year we did $200,000.
Wow.
So, and before that, 7 years worth, $1.2 million. So,
That's a lot.
yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. We got some new fire trucks.
Yay!
Yay! I know our fire guys, and we have 2 new firefighters that
Oh,
are
that's
full-time.
great.
We have 2 full-time firefighters. They're both amazing. They're just really good guys. And, that is a huge milestone for Vine Grove. We've never had. We've always had volunteers.
It was a
And
volunteer department.
Let me tell you, if you don't know our fire department in Vine Grove, we have, and I brag on them so much. People are tired of hearing of it. But you just don't understand the impact it has every day. I mean, we have an event, and there's 12 guys standing there that could be making money somewhere, and they're
Right.
volunteering.
They're volunteering their time.
Because they love our city.
They love
it's
it.
so amazing.
Yeah, they're standing in the heat, in the
Yes,
rain, in
you
the
just
whatever.
don't find that.
You don't, especially when we live in a community, in a region where it's very competitive.
Yes.
And they could go work at any fire department.
Yes. Well, most of them have other jobs. They just love
Sure.
being that volunteer,
Yeah.
and they've done it so long. They just love it.
That spirit of service.
Yes, and we were having a little bit of a hard time during the day getting people there because people have to work so they can pay their bills.
Sure.
So we hired 2, and that, like I said, that was last year. That's a huge milestone for us. And we have bought 2 fire trucks.
Yay.
I don't know when the city has bought a fire truck. We've bought a couple used fire trucks over the last 20 years, I think.
Yeah.
But these are brand new 2 fire trucks, and one was a ladder truck. And the guys are so excited.
I bet.
And they're so amazing. And they take such good care of them.
Why,
If you go by there on Monday, they're out there shining those things. It is so crazy. We just have,
It's
and
their
we have
new
a great
toy.
fire department. We have a great police department. I have great staff. Vine Grove is so fortunate right now.
They really are. Yeah, and again, we know those are not inexpensive purchases. Fire
No,
trucks are
they're
costly
not. They're
pieces of equipment.
crazy expensive.
But again, it's a must-have. And you all, again, they make the most use out of it when they are going around at Christmas
They
with
do.
Santa, when they go around at
Yes.
Halloween. I
Yes.
mean, I love just that community spirit. Your guys really are the best that they give back to the
They have
community.
so much fun decorating those fire trucks.
I bet.
But then
Boys
last
with
year was a
toys.
little bit of a challenge because they had to undecorate. They had to take decorations off a little early because it was just having one truck down decorated was kind of putting a burden on us.
I bet. In a true emergency.
you know.
You want to say, send the Christmas truck.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't mind.
And then we had trouble finding Santa, but you know.
Yeah. Well, he's busy that time of year.
He's
We get
busy.
it.
Trying
We
to get
get
him
it.
nailed down was hard last
I know.
year.
You got to get on his calendar early, girl. You know.
Well,
Put in the
I'm on
request
his
now.
calendar. I did.
There you
I
go.
did it last year.
There you go.
like,
Looking for
just
next
so you
year.
know. Yeah.
You need to be in Vine Grove, Santa.
Exactly.
Wow. So much exciting things going on. We know there's new businesses coming to
There
Vine
is.
Grove. You have the beautiful venue downtown, which is
absolutely
exquisite.
gorgeous. We have
Yes.
and speaking of the venue, I want to brag on them a little bit. They're local people that went to
Yep.
schools locally here. And they're putting up a cabin right there at the corner as you go downtown. So the
What?
caboose is on the left, which
Yes.
we just had resurfaced, and it's beautiful now.
Love it.
I had to have them come back out and paint it up again. And then on the right side, if you go by there right now, you'll see the base of it. It's like an old cabin that they bought. She told me every piece is numbered, so it'll go
Wow.
back up just like it
Yes.
was. It's so cool.
What a great idea.
And we have a new tattoo shop downtown.
Okay.
Of course, we have Blue Rose still. We have the bank. You know,
The barber shop.
The barber shop. The event menu is absolutely gorgeous. I couldn't imagine that they could make that space any prettier. It's so
I know.
nice.
It is so beautiful. And if folks
Yeah.
have not had the opportunity, I
Yes.
encourage you, please stop by.
They're
See
wonderful
it for
people.
yourself. They have worked tirelessly
Yes.
to restore it. The tin ceilings, the
Oh, my
brick
gosh.
walls, the flooring. I mean, all
So
of it.
gorgeous.
It is so gorgeous.
I couldn't
So-
imagine how much money they've spent. They've spent a
Yeah.
ton of money.
Oh, yes. Worth every penny.
yes,
So,
but
and I'm
it's
sure
gorgeous.
she's booking up left and right for
Oh,
events.
she is.
Yes,
She
it's a
is,
beautiful
but-
venue for weddings, for concerts. I know you had Elvis there. She had to do another show.
She
was
did.
It was
Yeah.
so sold out.
Yeah.
So many great things.
Yeah, it's
That's
amazing.
That's amazing.
I'm excited. I
I'm
think
excited for you.
It takes a while. It's just such a slow process, and I'm not a very patient person,
Yeah.
but it works.
Well, if anything,
works
politics
out.
has probably taught you to be a little bit more patient.
I've definitely learned politics in old age. Has got me a little bit more patient.
that's
too,
true.
So
Wheels
kinda
of government move a
slow.
little bit slower.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
See, you're in the printing business. You're
Yeah, I
used to
was
choo,
like,
choo, choo.
people
Yeah.
want it today. Okay,
I got
you can do it. Yeah, that didn't work out in this job, but it's good. It taught me a lesson. You always learn with everything you do, and this has taught me to be very considerate of people, be empathetic, and you know, explain to them that not everything works. I'd love for it to. but
When
it
we
just
vote,
doesn't.
yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's how we get where progress is slow and steady wins the race. So, and
Yes.
you have done a fantastic job. You're a rock star mayor. You're killing it.
Thank
And we
you.
appreciate you for all that you do. It's hard to believe our time has already gone by.
gosh.
It flies, I
Okay.
know. Time flies when we're having fun and
Yeah.
talking about great things in the city of Vine Grove. So, but Mayor, thank you for your time, for your leadership, your hard work, your staff. You have the most amazing staff.
We
They
do.
work hard, and everybody, they do it because they love it.
Yes.
And it shows.
Yeah,
So we
they do.
appreciate you. We
you
appreciate you.
so
And we're
much.
looking forward to all these great events.
Yeah,
so
me too.
I'll be
I'm
there.
excited.
I can't wait. Food Truck Fridays
Yeah.
and all the festivals and downtown and fireworks, and look for me. I will be there.
Yep,
So.
and I'll be there too.
All right.
I'll be there.
Well, and the best way to find out things also is to follow on Facebook. The
Yes,
city has a great
please.
active page, so
Yeah.
make sure you like and follow the City of Vine Grove on your local Facebook page. You can always call City Hall and find out what's happening, or just
Yes.
ask folks. And again,
Or
you'll
call
see,
me.
you'll see her. Call her.
message
Yeah,
me.
that's right. Call Mayor Pam. She
Yeah,
will take care
I'll
of you.
answer
So, well, we certainly appreciate you tuning in today. We look forward to seeing you in the City of Vine Grove this summer with all the great events taking place. We appreciate you watching Hardin County Educational TV, and we'll see you next time. I'm Kendra Scott. Have a great day and a happy summer.